Alrighty guys, today we're going to be putting together the Mainstays Kitchen Cart. I got white. I don't know why. Maybe there wasn't an option. Anyway, pretty sure, I don't remember how much it said. But you know, Walmart has that in-home assembly crap where, well, I think Angie or whatever it is, they come out to your house and they assemble it for you. And I want to say this one said like $90. It won't tell me unless I put it back in my cart, and I don't remember what it said. So I want to say it was like $90. This should only be like a 45-minute build, if that. And that's novice hand tools. We're using power. Okay, we're using power. So maybe 20 minutes. I don't know. Depends on how much I yip. So the first thing you're gonna do is get everything out of the box, right? Just get everything out of the box. Sort it out. We're going to use the instructions just so I know which piece of hardware to put where, right? That's really the only thing you need to know. Alright, so we're going to start off with O, N, and Q. Okay, so Q is going to be your square or your rectangle. O and N, is it O and N? Yeah, they're going to be your little, I don't know, ears? Sure, why not? And then you're going to need P, which is shorter than M, okay? So it's the shorter. The instructions do say it's a black metal. It's not black. It would be cooler if it was. It's going to be a towel holder. Okay, so we need what they're calling piece number 1, which is a cam bolt. So we need 4 of those. And then those go into N and O. There's a side that has holes and a side that doesn't have holes, right? This one has holes, this one doesn't have holes. Put both of those with the hole sides up. We're going to go into the 4 holes in the bottom. And if you're using power tools, make sure you have it set at a good number to where you're not going to shove it all the way through the board or destroy what you're working with. Oopsie, I should have held that. Because these are very easy to over tighten and then it destroys everything. And then you're out your money. Alright, so from there we need to put Q, whole sides up. And we need part number 2, which is your cam locks. Anyway, you're going to put those cam locks in with, there's a whole side there to where the cams are going to slide in, right? So you're going to put those towards the outside of the pieces. And there is a little arrow on the cam lock that should point that direction for you. Of course, the other side, it's going to go that way, right? All we need to do at this point is make sure that these two are going to line up and both face the same direction. And then, of course, we're going to need to put P right in there. So let's get one of them in. It wants the cams to be on the bottom, or the cam locks to be on the bottom. That way they're not visible, evidently. I would have thought they would have been on the top, so they weren't visible. Okay. So you're just going to lock those in. I didn't get... Why can't I get on that one? Huh. I can't get on that one. For some reason, that cam lock is not wanting to lock. Okay, we're going to try... We're going to try it on the other side because it's not wanting to lock in. It should be real simple. They should just go in. And they're not locking. Okay, I know why. Okay? So I just got to figure out how I'm going to fix this. So if you run into this problem, it is because when they stamp this whatever cam lock out, it didn't stamp out correctly. So that goes on there, and then it's supposed to rotate. And the head of the cam is supposed to stay in this groove right here. Well, it can't, because it's not stamped out correctly on the bottom, so it's not allowing it, and it's just pushing it away. Alright, so since step one is kind of basically screwed up by piss poor manufacturing, we'll get it working now. Right? I mean, that's just how we do things. C is the next piece you're going to need, and I don't remember. Is this C? This is C. Okay. So you need the outside of C. No, the inside of C. Okay, so you got 4 holes up here. 2, 3, 4. That's where those are going to go, right? Just look at the back here and make sure everything lines up. Yes, it does. Okay. So, as you're looking at the back side of it, O should be over here. Okay? So we're going to put O on, and we're going to use bolt number 14 from what they have listed, which we already pulled out. And just going to slide that in. Slide that in. Then we're going to line O. Is it O? I don't remember. O? Yeah, we're going to line up on the outside here. And finger start it. Okay? Make sure you're not misthreading. Because this furniture type stuff is very easy to misthread. And when you do, it's a nightmare. Alright. So we're going to tighten that down, right? And if your cams or your cam locks, if your cam locks are properly made and manufactured, you don't have to do this. You're going to put the whole thing on at once, right? I can't, because my cams are destroyed. Okay, so we're going to slide that in, because we're trying to fix this, right? We're trying to do it. Uh-oh. Wow. Okay. We're trying to do it even though our cams are destroyed, or our cam locks are destroyed. We're gonna try to fix it anyway, right? Alright, so we're gonna sit that right up in there, and we're gonna pretend that the cam locks were not destroyed. We're pretending, okay? I'm not much of a pretender. Alright, we're just gonna line that other side up. Get that kind of halfway locked in. Set it right back up, and then get your other 2 bolts in there. And of course, oh, there they are. Okay. Finger start them. That way you can move them around. And keep them kind of loose. That way you can move it around if you need to, because you're probably going to need to, at least a little bit. All right. Once those are started, just get them in there, right? All right. Crisis averted. Cam locks did not work. But as you can see, she is held in pretty good, so she will still work. But I'm going to go ahead and get some glue at some point and just glue those up in there. It's going to be some sort of, I don't know, industrial type glue. It's going to be something that, guaranteed it ain't going to fall out. Just, I don't know, I'm going to have to close that gap because there's a gap there. Maybe I'll go to the store and get some real cam locks that are properly made to fix that. Finally, now we need, let's see, part 4 and part 6. Looks like two of each. Why does it not say 2 of each? Part 4 or part 6 is wooden dowels. Part 4 is these hex bolts. Okay. And then you're going to need part D. That's D as in doggy. Of which I don't remember where I put D. Right here. Okay. So it wants your C on its side, right? And then D is going to connect into the bottom of it. Okay, that side or this side? Does it matter? So as you're doing this, right, you're gonna put your dowels into the thin sides here, or the smoother ones. And if you want to put this on your right hand side, you want your two holes right here to be away from you. That's the only thing, right? Is just so that it, because that's what we're gonna need for the back brace. I mean, I guess maybe you could do it the other way. I don't know that everything's gonna line up when you go to put doors and stuff on. And I'd rather be safe and make sure the doors line up. That is not gonna go. There she started. Okay, I just had to finagle her around. Oh my gosh. Alright, get those tightened in there. There we go. Now we can go. Right? But we need F, G, H. We need these ones, okay? And we need a whole bunch more 4s and a whole bunch more 6s. So, it doesn't say how many you need, so we're just gonna pull out a fair amount. And then if we need more, we need more. Okay, so now it wants it on this side, right? It wants it facing this way. All right, so we're gonna take part G, which is gonna be the one with the door magnet things. And we take we take one dowel. Where did I put those? Right there? Okay. Put it into the smoother hole. The other one has metal in it, so pretty easy to tell, right? Wait a minute here. Let's make sure we're putting this on right. Magnet things go towards the inside and bottom, right? Okay. Put your dowel in the smooth one. Line her up there. Put your screw in the top hole. And this goes against everything I believe. We're gonna tighten her down. I don't like that, but I'm not gonna hold her. All right, with that done, turn her around. She looks like that. Now we're gonna take part H, right, which is going to be, I believe this one. It does it say? It does say. Okay, there's 2 holes on this side, 2 holes on this side, slats on either side of these. Okay, so you're just gonna take your 2 dowels and put them in there. It doesn't matter. It doesn't look like it matters which way it goes. It doesn't say on the instructions which way it goes. We slide those 2 dowels into the back 2 holes, right? And 2 dowels in the top. So you're gonna take your 2 thin E pieces and slide them in. I'm gonna leave mine the warning label thing on the back side. That way I don't have to get inside to see it. It doesn't really say if it's which way it's supposed to be, right? Try to get them I don't know, it looks like they're the same. Looks like they're the same on both sides, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Slide that in there. Nice, nice, right? Okay, it does have to stick out a little bit. And then you're gonna take G, which is gonna be the last piece you got here, and put it right on top. It does not look like it matters which way this one goes either, but remember there's 2 holes there for the 2 dowels. And then you're gonna put a dowel in your smooth hole here. And then put your screw in the other side. All right, once you get that bolt in there, okay, now we can go on to the next step, which is set this off to the side for a minute. Now you need part B, as in boy, which I think is going to be a door. Is it going to be a door? No, it's going to be the other side. Okay, so it's going to be your other side, and then let's see, the holes, the big holes right here are at the top. Okay, so we need that. We need L and M, which is going to be your other metal rod, your longer metal rod, and what my dad called ghosts. Yeah. Okay, these are L. And you're gonna need 4 dowels and 2 of the 14 screws. Okay, so your dowels are gonna go on your ghosts. The 2 outer ones, the smooth ones. The other one has thread in it, so that's gonna be where your bolt goes. Those are there. And then they're gonna go right into the outside of B with the hole towards the inside of the piece, right? Whoopsie, make sure you bump things around, because it's important, right? Slide that in there, put your bolt in the back, start it with your finger, make sure you don't miss thread. Okay, once you get it turned a little bit, then you're pretty good, right? Go ahead and tighten that in there. And you're gonna put your, I think it was M, yep, M, go right into that hole. Take your other ghost, slide M into it, put your dowels into their holes. Take your bolt into the back and finger start it to make sure you don't miss thread. There we go. And then tighten her in. Okay, now it says to put part B onto the rest, but it shows it laying down and all this other goofy crap. Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that, right? We need more dowels. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's a dowel in every corner. So, oh, you know what? Put the dowels in the corner of the piece that's already together, because those ones you can see the smooth holes, and then the ones with threads in them. So just put them into the smooth ones. There we go. Now you're just going to move your piece closer to you, right? I mean, there we go. You know what? It doesn't matter. Line that up, get those dowels into the bottom of the piece, of B, whatever. Yeah, it probably would have been easier to put it on its side, right? That's okay though. I know how to make things work. Alright, now you're going to take your bolts here, your number 4s, put them in your other 4 holes, and finger start them, make sure they don't miss thread. That one's going to miss thread immediately. So we're going to skip that and get the other, get started what we can get started. That way we can move it around a little bit if we have to. Okay, that one needs to come up a little bit. There we go. Okay, got that started. Where's my, okay, there it is on this one. Alright. There we go. Now hopefully with that, this bottom one will do it now. Yep, she's going in now. Alright. So with all 4 of those started, now you can just go ahead and tighten those down. Nice and easy, right? Okay. Now with that done, roll her over, lay her on her back, and you're going to need to grab your casters. This is the same stuff. What piece do we need now? We need screw number 12. All right, screw number 12. This is why I do these videos, right? These instructions are atrocious. They never work with you. There's a locking one down here and a locking one right here. I don't think it's going to matter. I mean, me personally, I would prefer to put the locking ones on the same side. That way I only have to worry about one side and unlocking it. But we're going to follow the instructions on this. Anyway, we're going to switch over to the Phillips head bit. This one does work. It fits. Okay. So we're going to take a locking one, which is a W. We're going to line it up here. There's should be 4 holes. Go ahead and get the just get that lined up there. I wouldn't tighten them until you get all 4 in, right? That way you can move it, because you're going to have to move it. I mean, that's just the way it goes. You've got to move it. And the wheels are going to be in your way a lot, right? Alright, once those 4 are in, then you can tighten it down. Don't over tighten though, because this is particle board. It will strip out the particles. Okay, so you got a locking wheel up here. The other locking wheel goes down here. The 2 non-lockers go there. So we'll go ahead and put the rest of those in, and we'll catch back up with you after that's done. Alright, and once those wheels are on, and pro tip here guys, pro tip. Turn the piece upside down, stand up, and put those wheels on. It's a lot easier than on the side. I don't know why I didn't do that. I didn't. So anyway, you're going to sit it right back up with the where the doors go, facing you. And guess what we're doing? We're putting the doors on. If you're going to have it on a table or something like that, don't sitting down, lock the 2 wheels that can lock. That way, hopefully, it doesn't fall off the table, right? I mean, hopefully. Anyway, for this, we're going to need, J and K, which are the 2 doors. So J and K. There's J on the right, or J on the left, K on the right. But I need to go to see what else pieces I need, right? So we need the handle, which is 7, and there's 3 of those. But we only need 2 for this step. Okay, we'll pull them all out. That way they're all out. Right? Boom. Okay, so we also need 11 and 9. So piece 11 and piece 9. Piece 9 is a little metal plate. 8. We need 8, which is a bolt. Piece 10, which is going to be... Alright, and then piece 11. And then piece 15. Piece 15. And then piece 11. They're white plastic on a white background. So, yeah, I couldn't see them. Oh, there's only one. Okay, so it's on whatever that is. Right? Okay, we got all the pieces, right? So we're going to take part K, or door K. Okay, we're going to need one of the 9s, which is going to be your magnet piece, right? We're going to need a 10. Which one was 10? 10 was this little small guy. We're going to need 2 8s. Not sure what for. We're going to need a 7. Okay, the way it shows the 8s does not compute, right? Yeah, it shows the 8 side by side, but I think they go up and down because they're going to go into the handle. Oh, and of course, not give them much room. Alright, so we're going to get that started and then get the bottom one started as well. I don't know if I'm lined up because I can't see now. These screws are not long enough to really allow you to do much of anything. Okay, so we're going to put the, what was this one called again? 9? I'm going to put it here. There is little bumpy ends. Those go towards the wood, right? Because those are going to kind of like push themselves into the wood. That's how it's going to stay on there. It's just going to push themselves in. And of course, this is a really small thing, and I should probably set it down to work on it. But you know, we don't. Okay, get that on there. Nice, right? Anyway, door K is done, right? Of which these both spring in, so you can set her in there. Get that lined up to where it goes into the hole that the plumb was in, and then it closes. You're going to do the same thing on door J, which leaves your 11 and your 15. I mean, it shows it going at the top by the magnet, but it doesn't really show what you're doing with it. I think it holds the drawer in whenever you get to that point. So, just going to put it in the way it goes. Again, don't over tighten, but according to the picture, you want that to bow upwards, right? Kind of hook upwards. That way it catches the drawer. That's the only thing that would make sense to me either. Push that peg down in and get her lined up. And bada bing, bada boom. The doors are on. 3 steps left. Alright guys, for this next step, you're going to take the top part, right? Just place it upside down on top of the cart. And we need 4 of the cams and 4 cam locks. Which we've already determined the cam locks were, well, they gave us crappy ones that don't work. Anyway, cams go right into these holes here. And evidently I'm not using the right bit. I don't care, they're just cams. I don't need much of anything from them once they're in there. Once those are in there, of course, we want to be towards the front of this, and I don't know that it matters which way this goes on, right? Looks like it's the same on all sides. So we'll just flip it over, put those cams right into these holes here. Bada bing, bada boom. She slides down. Oh, look, we got it on right because of the sticker, right? Take that sticker off if we need to. From there, you're going to grab 4 cam locks. Okay, and there's 4 spots for your cams. They're right up in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're just going to slide your cam lock in with the open end up towards the cam. And of course the Phillips head part out towards you. Or towards the inside of the piece, right? Put all 4 of those cams in. And then tighten them all down, right? That way it'll lock the top right in place. We'll do that with the rest of those. And then once those cams are in there, your top's on there pretty solid. If you're unlucky like me and they didn't manufacture the cams correctly, you just have to go buy some cams. Or we could try to fashion these to make them work. But
Probably should take that out, right?
Alright, now we're going to put the drawer together. So you need... let's call this screw number 3. You need 2 S's, an R, and a T, which, I mean, this is R, this picture. T is the back. You need the handle, and 2 of the number 8s that they're calling. And then, of course, you need the piece number U, which is the bottom. Alright. So to get this together, right, you're going to need piece number R, which is your bigger piece. And it's the front. Alright, so we're going to sit that down. And then you're going to need both S's. And you're going to drive 2 of your number 3 screws in to that, right? Alright, so you got your little spot here, a little spot here. Just make sure those 2 line up. And then, of course, your 2 screws right into these holes, right into these holes, right? So these are the holes you start them into. Does it matter which way it goes? Again, it doesn't really show if it matters which way it goes. So I gotta assume it doesn't matter, right? Line that up with the hole. Just tack them in for now. We'll tighten them down in a second. Just turn this over. Other way, grab your other S, grab 2 more of the number 3s, and of course, line that up again with the thing, right? Get those screws put in there. And just tack them in for now. From there, we are going to put not you, piece number U into those slats. There we go. Just drop her right in there, right to the bottom. Then we're going to put part T on the back with 4 more screws. It's going to go in the same way as the 2 in the front went on to, same way. So we're just going to take this, set it right up there. Oops, I'm sorry. Make sure your slat lines up with the, right? So slide that on, get that in there. And this is why we didn't tighten these, just so that we can move this around if we need to. Then you're just going to, same thing on the sides. You're going to take your screw, you're going to get it lined up with the hole. Go ahead and get one started if you can. That way you don't have to hold it, right? And you can spin it and get the other one started on the other side. There we go. Okay, now you just force that back in there. That way she slides in a little better. Line up your next one. And go ahead and tighten these down, right? Once you get those tight, you can tighten the bottom too. I'm not trying to over tighten. I'm letting it bounce off. And that way it doesn't over. Get that one lined up. Get that in there. Tighten the rest of those. Alright. And with that tight, oh, now we gotta put the handle on, right? Yeah, we have to put the handle on. So you just gotta flip her over, handle goes here. Remember, these bolts are quite short, so it'd be
get it lined up in there, and then try to line her up. Just tack her there for now so you can move it around. And get the other one in and try to move it around to line it up. There we go. Alright, now we can tighten her down. And I need a new bit on there, okay? It's an old bit. I put together thousands of grills and stuff. And yeah, I'm not worried. I'm not destroying these screws. I'm not hitting it too hard. Anyway, slide her up in there, right? Just push her down. Put her down there. Line the sides up. There's little notches on the sides of this. And then just slide her right in. That plastic piece we put on earlier, that's going to prevent her from coming back out, right? So if you want to pull her out, open her up, put your hand up underneath there, grab that plastic piece, pull that plastic piece down, and pull it out. Well, I'm not doing that though. I don't want to take it out. One thing left to do, guys. One thing left. All right, from there you're going to take part 13, which normally they have them flat. This one's a round. Kind of cool. Find out. There's 3 holes in here. That's for your shelf. Find out which one you want it at, right? Do we want it kind of in the middle? I'm going to put it in the middle. I can adjust it later if need be. You're going to slide that peg in. The smaller side of this is what goes in first, and then the shelf sits on the wider end. Just make sure you get all 4 of those into the same hole on each of the corners here. That way the shelf sits level, right? Yeah, you don't really want to put that on different sides or different holes, right? All right, and then the shelf. Well, I mean, there's the top, there's the bottom. You know, see, it's got the little divots here for that thing to go into. I was gonna say, if you wanted to and had that lip, so that you could put it upside down. I wouldn't, but you could. Anyway, just put her in there at an angle, just pull her up, oops, and then just try to level her out, sit her down on top of those pegs, and bada bing, bada boom, your drawer is in there. Alrighty guys, and that's how you put together the Mainstays Kitchen Cart. Hope you found this beneficial or at least useful on getting it done. If you could, I mean, if you found it useful at all, please smash that like button. Also, leave a comment saying thank you. That helps the algorithm. That helps me. That helps that channel and the video to reach more people, which helps me out a lot, right? But if you found it useful, just leave positive comments. I mean, that's what we're looking for, right? So hope you found this useful. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day.